Today, I'm going to show you how I make more than $500 in weekly passive income while being employed in a full-time job. Now, $500 may not seem like a lot of money to you, but that's $26,000 per year that you'll be making while only doing a little bit of work per week. There are 3 methods that we'll cover today that I use to produce over $500 a week while only putting in a couple hours of work. I won't be gassing up a lifestyle that many do on Instagram and YouTube. I'm going to go into my earnings, show you those earnings, as well as my method on how you can replicate them so you can begin earning passive income. Hey there guys, Josh with Debt to Dollars. I'm honestly feeling pretty good today. I'm really excited to share this information with you guys. I even got some foam for the backdrop, so I hope that looks pretty cool. And this is the first time I got a haircut since February, so things are looking pretty good. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. That way you guys can stay up to date on how to gain financial freedom and retire early. Okay, let's jump right into it. So today we're going to cover 3 different methods that I use to make over $500 in passive income per week. Now, these are not the only 3 methods that I have of passive income. However, they are the easiest to replicate and they require the least amount of capital to get started. So although this is passive income, it does take a little bit of work to get started, but once it's rolling and the ball is going, it just takes a little bit of work and a couple hours a week to maintain it. All this extra money that I received through this passive income sources, I use to reinvest into other areas, or I use to pay off debts that I may have. All right, let's jump into the first method, and that is selling on Amazon. So it's fairly simple what I do here. I purchase an existing product at a wholesale value. I order a large quantity, and it has to be a popular product in the American market. Once I receive that, I ship it to Amazon and I have them sell it for me. Currently, I have an order of iPhone SE and iPhone 11 clear cases that you can see here, and these are shipping to me so I can sell them on Amazon. Apple just recently came out with the iPhone SE, so we'll see a demand in the market for these phone cases. As you can see, I purchased 300 of these units for $229, so the cost per unit is roughly 76 cents. Pretty cheap. I will then send them to Amazon's Fulfillment by Amazon FBA program and have them sell and ship them for me to the customers. I plan to price these about $8.99 or $9.99. So now that you understand simply how it works, let's go into my earnings. These are my sales for a 2-week period in February of this year selling headphones in bulk. Due to COVID-19, I have been unable to ship and sell any products over the last 2 months, so that's why we're using this data. I sold 12 units during this time and made $274.88. So if you divide that by 2 weeks to get the average weekly earnings, and I made $137.44. Since I'm using Amazon's FBA program and they're fulfilling my orders for me and shipping them and handling the customer service, it really removes me from being the middleman. And that way this becomes a true passive income source where I send the products to them or have my suppliers send the products to them. And at that point, I just sit back and watch them sell. My second method in generating passive income is through a platform called Turo. Now, for those of you guys who are unaware, Turo is a platform that connects you to consumers and allows you to rent your car out to them. It's essentially the Airbnb of cars. I rent my Polaris Slingshot on here, but you can also be profitable by renting out your everyday car, your commuting car. The reason I went ahead and purchased the Slingshot is because it was under $20,000 used, and it rented out for a very high daily rate of about $100 a day. If I were you and I was just getting started, I would start out by renting your everyday car on times that you don't necessarily use it. So this could be over the weekend or maybe times when you're at work. So rent it out, see how much traction you're getting with it, see how much demand is in your market, and then progress into purchasing a car just solely to be used on Turo. Now looking at my earnings for the past 2 weeks, so this is from May 14th to May 1st. So you can see here on the phone that this is the month of May. So there's trips for $206, $148, $114, $179, and $115. So that becomes a total of $763.70. And this is the amount after Turo has taken their cut. So we'll divide this by 2. Since this is for a 2-week duration and the date is May 14th, and we'll get a total of $381.85 per week in passive income. We'll go ahead and add that to the Amazon earnings and get a total of $519.29. So just with these 2 methods, I make over $500 a week. But let's take a look at one other stream I use to see if we can get over $600 a week. All right, and my third method is investing in the stock market. Now, when you typically think of investing, you think of long-term investing, right? You think of purchasing a share of a company or multiple shares of a company at one point in time, and then at a year later or multiple years later, you end up selling them at a higher value. And the difference between there, that is your gain or your loss. Now, what I want to talk about today and what you can replicate and earn passive income per week is called swing trading. Swing trading is buying a stock one day, and then sometime in the immediate future, like the next business day, you end up selling it at a higher value. I usually look for stocks that went through a massive decline during that day. This could be based on lower than expected earnings, a news release, or possibly just a geopolitical event that caused the market to crash, like COVID-19. I tend to only look at companies who report lower than expected earnings, purchase them here when they are extremely low, and then sell the next day when they're much higher. Now, this is risky, and you want to make sure that the company isn't in serious debt. What you're looking for is an overreaction in a solid company, and then selling the next day and capitalizing on the reversal. A great platform that you can use is called Webull to trade stocks. Also, I put a link down below where you can get one free stock when you deposit any dollar amount. This is a stock valued up to $1,400, so make sure to check that out if you want a free stock. Here are my earnings for the past 2 weeks in swing trading. As you can see here, this is my TD Ameritrade account. We'll scroll down and you can see that I've made $179.39. So divide that number by 2 to get my weekly earnings of $89.70. All you have to do is take about 30 minutes before the market closes that day, see what companies shared their earnings during that period in time, and look at the financial results, look at the overreaction. If it makes sense to you and it fits your strategy, then purchase those shares. The following day, once you see that overreaction correct itself, capitalize on it and sell. Again, this strategy works very well for me, so don't take my word for it. Make sure you do your due diligence before you make any investment or trade in the stock market. All right, once we add all that up from the Amazon, the Turo, and my trading earnings, that comes out to a total of $608.99 per week in passive income. So a little more than I titled this video, so that's awesome news, right? All right, that's good, but let's think about this on an annual scale. So let's multiply that number by 52 weeks to get our total of $31,667 in annual passive income. And that's on top of what I already earn in my full-time job. Now, it's not too bad for spending a couple hours a week and letting my money work for me. Now, I know someone is going to comment, what about the taxes that you're going to pay on the capital gains? Also, but what about all the costs for the Amazon goods? Yes, I did not go into that into detail here. These are just my earnings, and these are not necessarily the total profit that I make. However, it still is passive income, and as long as you're profitable in your passive income, it's going to be a good investment for you. These 3 methods are extremely easy to replicate and to pick up, so I really recommend you guys taking a look into them. If you are interested in any 3 of these methods, I have plenty of videos and content on my channel, as well as playlists that you can go check out after this video. Make sure to check the cards above as well as the end screen and get going and start generating some passive income. Before you guys go, don't forget to grab that Webull link promotion offer down below. That will get you 1 free stock as soon as you sign up for your trading account. You don't even have to deposit any money in. And that stock can be valued the whole way up to $1,400. All right, guys, I'll catch y'all next time.